Greetings everybody, this is Red on VFR, and this is a 1978 Gl1000, or the Goldwing. This is one of the first Goldwings, 78. I think it makes it K4. K0 was 75, 76 K1, 77 K2, K3, 78? Appears to be. K3 probably? K3, K4, it doesn't matter to be honest. It's the first generation. It was modified a bit from 77, so 78, 79 they were modified a bit with carbs and a couple of things in the engine, but not so much, and they switched from the spoke rims for the Comstar rims, which I prefer because you don't have to deal with tubes, which is way better to be honest. It's a shaft driven, and the shaft drive, usually Hondas or maybe even other bikes, they come with shaft on the left hand side. This guy has the brake on the left hand side, or the rotor, and the shaft is on the right hand side. Quite unusual for Honda, I suppose. For some reason they switched, but who knows why. I could care less because it doesn't affect performance whatsoever. So this bike is complete and it doesn't run. Surprising, isn't it? So the seat is kind of toast. I'll replace that. A gentleman wanted to sell it to me for $100, but I can find it on eBay for half that. Now, what else is cool about this bike? It's a 1000cc, which kind of is telling. You know, it's a Gl1000, 999 cubic inches. Cubic inches. That would be one hell of an engine. Cubic centimeters. It's a fake tank, if some of you know. It's just like Kawasaki. The actual tank is kind of sitting right here. And under the seat, this is where it is. 5 gallons, 5 US gallons. There were a few things, I keep noticing, a few things were attached. That was probably the helmet holder, as it is written over here, but it's kind of gone. Not a big deal. I might be attaching something else. Well, everything as far as the lights need to be replaced. All of them are cracked, bashed, but it is what it is. It appears to be that it was back on the road in 2016. What else is cool about this bike? It weighs a lot for a naked bike. I think 640 pounds, something like that, with all the fluids, and about 605 dry, but who cares about dry weight. Those tailpipes are not stock. The stock ones are kind of silly looking, but I might be looking to replace or turning them into a stock. Or, well, not turning, but replacing them. It's an opposite 4, it's a boxer engine. Pretty cool thing. I always wanted to get a Gl1000, but couldn't find a decent one for a decent price. This one is, well, obviously it's been through things. The whole front light assembly is crooked, but I'll replace the front light, the turn signals, which are indicators. The instrument cluster looks to be in good shape. It's just a lot of cobwebs. It's been sitting in my garage. It's been sitting in the previous owner's garage for a while. It has a couple of keys, which are not probably Honda. Yeah, they're not Honda. But at least they look like motorcycle keys. I could care less. I mean, they work. This bike has no battery, so I can't show you how it's lit up. So I used my battery, but apparently my trickle charger tells me it's bad. The wiring seemed to be in okay shape. Well, the throttle is seized up. I know this one is a throttle lock. I don't know if it works or not. This one is a release, this one is engaged, but it's not going anywhere. So I think it's seized by the carbs. As far as I can tell, I will have to pull parts apart. But again, it is a complete bike. I'll have to fix up some things, but it's original. Nothing is cracked or destroyed, for the most part. I mean, I mean, I don't really care about the light. It is what it is. Whatever happened here, someone was trying to patch it up. Not a big deal. The fender looks good, the front fender. The shocks, well, typical thing with shocks. Need to be replaced, or the seals and the fluid inside of them. Well, I'm sure no one took care of it at all. The front and the back tires look good. The back from 2015, but they are not cracked or weathered whatsoever. The front tire is 100 by 190 19, I think. I don't want to misspeak the size. I saw it not too long ago. I think it was 100. I think it was on the bottom. See, I lost it. I don't know. Those are Dunlop tires. Very good shape. What it's supposed to be. So whoever had that bike actually spent some money on it. And yep, the front tire is 42nd week of 2015, and the back tire is also from 2015. Let's see here. Oh no, I was so wrong. I was very wrong. I mean, yeah, it is plasticky. It's from 2009, 5th week of 2009. I thought it was better than that, but yeah, well, the back tire needs to be replaced. Well, that's the size, 130/90/17. And I do believe the front one, well, where are the numbers? Oh, there you go, 190/19. And this, as I said before, maybe I didn't, this bike is the oldest bike in my garage, 1978. The second oldest was 1979 CM400T, if you remember. And it means that the VIN on this bike is, 10 or 11 digits long instead of your regular 17. Because they switched, the government switched to 17 VIN length. Maybe not the government, whoever did it. To 17 character in 81, I believe, or 80. So this bike is pre-normal VIN, so I'm not sure. Hopefully I won't have any issues registering it. Well, first of all, obviously I will need to start it, because it doesn't start. Well, to be honest, I didn't even try because of the battery. I should probably put a good battery and see if it cranks. Disconnect the fuel supply. It does have a petcock, and it is on the reserve. I should probably put it on off. I know the fuel is garbage there, see? It's leaking, so I will have to rebuild it or replace it. Probably replace it since it's very cheap. And that goes right to the tank. There's a fuel filter over there. Does it have a fuel pump? Oh yeah, I think it is. I think this guy is a fuel pump, so it tells you the directions so that you don't mess it up. Man, for the most part it looks good. So on top you have a faux fuel tank, which is also a storage cubby. So this is what I got with the bike. I think it's a trickle charger, but I don't know where it's wired to, so I can't really disconnect it. I mean, I didn't even look much. So, well, it is what it is. I'll probably throw it away. I don't need that. But who knows? Actually, I'll probably try to plug it in and see. But again, it's not plugged in directly to the battery, so I don't know where it's going. This is your fuel cleaner, air cleaner, or the air box where your air filter is sitting. I can assure you it was taken care of, because the fuel or the air filter is new over there. No mice was found. That's a good thing. Usually with those bikes you can get yourself some residents, some cool looking gauges. I might pull them out and restore them or replace them completely. I do have some spare ones, probably for the voltmeter. I'll make it LED digital. We'll see. Don't know what that is. Must be some kind of phone holder. See, and they used whatever hardware they found. See, and they just screw it up big time, because you know, we'll have to fix it somehow. But I'll do my best. Also, I might be replacing that handlebar. I mean, it's good as is, but who knows? I'll check if I find something better. So those things were probably from the... I can't even undo them anymore. We've been sitting here on this bike for a very long time. So those are your windshield holders. The windshield didn't come with the bike, but not a big deal. Can be replaced, but it needs a good thorough cleaning, and I don't know whether or not I'll be able to start it or not. It doesn't appear to be leaking. That's what's good about it. And I don't like those signs. Those are nuts. So I wonder if actually some rodents made their way into anywhere. Yeah, I can't find anything bad. There's no leakage. I mean, that tailpipe is horrendous, and it's kind of rusting away. I mean, I do hate it. I was thinking that I'm gonna leave it, but no, I'll probably toss it. I do have both panels for the bike. I mean, for the most part, it is complete. That's what I care about. And as long as the engine is not seized. So the bike has just over 54,000 miles. Just over. Yeah, 54,758. And the last ride of the bike was 316 miles. I do love those speedometers. Before, they switched to like 90 miles limit. The tacho, everything looks okay. I'm not gonna even restore those arms inside. They're kind of cracked and weathered. I could care less. Look fine. I'll clean it up, paint it. I'll probably replace this panel since it's pretty weathered. I mean, other than that, it's complete. Yeah, the Gl1000 went from 1974 to 1979, and then Gl1100 came out, which was probably a little bit better bike, but still the 1000 was the original one. The K0 and K1 of Gl1000 are pulling the premium dollar. But again, if I'm able to restore that, it would be in that ballpark too. But to be honest, I want to keep this bike. I've always wanted 1000. I can find a bunch of 1100s, but most of them have fairings. These are naked bikes, and I do love how they look. I think they look a bit better than the 1100s. But again, I am yet to see good 1100s that are naked. Well, thank you very much for checking it out with me. When I get to work on it, I will record that, obviously. Please join me. Other than that, I have nothing to say here. Thank you very much for watching. Take care, and goodbye.